Tessie's been in therapy since the end of February, but she started school at the end of August, and it has been amazing what she has done. So she's going to this amazing school that is in a Head Start program, like it's kind of embedded in a Head Start program, but it is actually a university program, and it has just been absolutely amazing. It's her, she's one of 6 kids, and there's also like a behavioral therapist that's assigned to each kid, and so it's one-on-one, one adult for each kid. And so it's been really, really great. She is so excited to go to school every morning. Her birthday's in June. She turned 2 in June. It's October now, so the end of June. June 29th is her birthday. So she's 27 months. She's about to turn 28 months. And she has about 4 words. The only word that she regularly uses is go, and sometimes she says mama when she sees me. And she said dad sometimes, but if you watched the train video the other day, she actually said dad, and it really, really sounded like she said dad instead of just kind of da, which she would rarely say, but once in a while she would say that to Paul. And then she sometimes says down, and now once in a while she started having approximations for some other D words, like she'll see this little Dima doll. Dima is a character for Bubble Guppies. She'll see that, or she'll see like a donut and she'll go da, da when she sees other D words, other things that start with D. So she's starting to have some different approximations for things that start with the letter D specifically, I've noticed. And I've actually kind of wondered if it seems like she's starting to seek out, go and look for toys that start with D's, which I'm not really sure if that's what she's doing, but it really seems like that's what she's doing. Like she'll go around and it seems like she's finding toys that start with D's, picking them up and then saying da, 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 da. I'm not 100%, but it really, really seems like she is doing that right now. Which I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me. She has always been really interested in letters. Like if I wear a shirt and it has letters on it, she will point to the letters on my shirt one by one. Although she has never said any letters or anything like that that show that she knows letters. When we're driving to school in the mornings, if I stop or slow down, she'll say go, 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 go. And like the other day, I got behind a car that was going like 20 miles under the speed limit, and she started fussing in her car seat saying go, go, go. If you turn the wrong way, like there's a left turn that doesn't have a light, and sometimes we'll turn right and go and make a U-turn at a U-turn spot to go to the left, and she knows that you're not supposed to, that's not the way we usually go if it's not busy, and so she'll start going uh-oh, 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 and getting upset about that. So uh-oh is another one of her words, although she hasn't been using that as much lately. Let's see, what else has she been doing? Oh, every Friday, or it seems like every Thursday at their school, they have a dance party, birthday party at the end of the day, just to kind of like as a social exercise for the kids. And they'll have like cupcakes and ice cream. And so Tessie has been doing this dance party. So now if you say dance party to Tessie, she will start like dancing around. And the last time I said dance party to her, she came over and grabbed my hand and twirled herself a couple times so she can twirl now. I have been saying dance party to her a lot, and she will dance. And all of that is totally new this last week, the dance party thing. It's pretty adorable. I'm really hoping that she is not going to be a runner. And the main thing, the tiny little bit of hope that I have about this is that when she was walking to the park one day, I put her down, and her brothers and sisters were all playing over on the park outside of the school that she goes to. And when I put her down, she took off running over towards her brothers and sisters, and she turned around and she looked back at me 2 times. Okay, this could totally just be wishful thinking, but my wishful thinking is just hoping that those 2 times were like her checking in with me and seeing that I was still there, because I don't think that Maggie would have done that when Maggie was little. I'm really hoping that that is a sign that maybe she isn't going to totally be a runner, and maybe she's not going to elope like her sister. Her favorite stim, because she's so quiet and so laid back that she doesn't really have a stim. She's not flappy like her older sister, and she doesn't have a lot of vocal stims. Most of Maggie's stims are like vocal stims where she kind of will shout or make little sounds, and Tessie doesn't do that. Tessie's favorite stim is to get in our crib and sit perfectly still, and you know those like sequin pillows? This? Okay. She can sit here like this with one finger, one tiny little baby finger, and move these one by one. I can't even move them one by one, but she will move them one by one, like one sequin by one sequin, for hours and hours in her crib. And that is like her favorite thing to do. She will just sit there and just that appears to be her favorite, very, very favorite thing in the world to do. And I bought so many of these things thinking that Maggie would love them, and telling her that this was like mermaid pillows, and Maggie saw these and she was like, that's not a mermaid pillow, what's wrong with you? Get that thing away from me. No interest. And so now I'm actually glad that we have them, because no one's played with them since I bought them for Maggie and she hated them. So now I have them and Tessie thinks they are the best thing. So they aren't a total and complete waste. Huh, kitty? Oh, the biggest thing. We were never able to successfully implement a PEX board with Maggie, or really any sort of other technology like that. However, although I do have a Maggie update at the end, however, they've been using a PEX board with Tessie, and Tessie will now walk 12 feet, last I heard, to get the ice cream PEX card and bring it over and hand it to them so that she can have ice cream. And she does that apparently all day long, so that she can eat ice cream all day long. Her brothers and sisters think that this is vastly unfair that they don't have the same system, because they would like to eat ice cream all day long at school too. Anyways, so that is the Tessie update. Tessie is doing amazingly well. She is still incredibly laid back, incredibly quiet. I'm still kind of waiting for her to get to that point that Maggie got to, or Maggie was so frustrated that she really started to act out, because that happened around this point in time, and we haven't gotten to that point yet with Tessie. Maybe it's just Tessie's a different kid. Maybe she's not going to get to that point. I guess we'll have to wait and see. The Maggie update is that Maggie's teacher and I were talking, and Maggie's teacher feels like she can read a lot more than she shows in her classes, and I agree. I've said that a lot. And so while we were talking last night, Maggie kept scripting with me, and I decided that if I was going to script with Maggie, she was going to read. And so she had this piece of paper that had a bunch of words on it, and every time she would make me script, I would start pointing to words and say, read it, read it, read it. And she ignored me like 90% of the time, but out of 9 out of 10 times she would like look down at the word I was pointing to. And one of the times I'm pointing to the word school, and she goes, school, and then she ignores me like 9 times, and then the next time she looks down and she goes, bus. Child pretends like she can't read like most of the time at school, but she can read the words bus and school, which were not near each other. So it wasn't like she was reading school bus on the side of a bus or something like that. She read them like in a paragraph by themselves, separate from each other. So, and school is one of those words. I mean, that's not like something she was sounding out. So I texted her teacher and I was like, well, these are at least 2 words that she can read by themselves in a paragraph. She's holding out on us. Anyways, that is the latest. For those of you who don't know, who are just watching this video, who haven't watched any others, Maggie is our 8-year-old who is also on the autism spectrum, who's in a special autism classroom. I've got to run to go do a field trip with Patrick, and if you enjoyed this video and you haven't already and you'd like to keep up with everything going on in our family, we would love it if you'd hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.